let off some steam.
Welcome to Let Off Some Steam episode 12. This episode is basically about a kid's game with learning and memorizing and... ugh. It used the appeal of superheroes to trick children into having an English lesson. Scribblenauts Unmasked. Send help. This is great, isn't it? First thing I see is annoyingly cutesy cartoons that are so safe it makes Balan Mori look like a murder scene. Look at you, pathetic little kids thinking you know DC. You think you know comics? Do you even know who Rainbow Ranger is? Huh? Nor me! I only started playing the game the day before I started writing the script. Do I remember what the first mission was? No, I don't. The rest of my first half hour just consisted of this.
Mr. Bones, I've got a bone to pick with you. Lead. That's... Look how sad he looks. That is the amount of sad that you'd have to be that character. Look how shitty he looks. Oh my god. Crypto, the super dog. Monsieur Mala. Motu. That guy. Mongol. Mouse. Mouse. Wow. Speedy 2. There isn't even a Speedy fucking 1.
Not really a good sign when the best part of the first 30 minutes is mucking about in the menus. What is the gameplay? It's a really good question. 3 things. Movement is as slow as a fat man's testicles. The camera is screwed beyond any measure of reason. And for a game that should have an accompanying dictionary, there's actually only so much you can put in until the game runs out of ideas to accommodate for your sick imagination. The whole point of the game is that there are problems. You think of objects or people or objectives in order to solve these problems. Type them out in your book, bada bing, bada boom, there we go, problem solved. Some of them can be simple, like making a con man an honest one, or be as convoluted like summoning Cthulhu to put out a burning cat. Cthulhu is always the answer. So you're probably guessing to yourself, I'm sure a game like this would be an amazing thesaurus of magical eloquence and spellbinding enunciation, but you would be wrong. There's only about 50 objects you can really spawn, but anything else is just a minuscule variation with another texture slapped on it. At first, it seems steep. There's a lot of stuff you can spawn at first. You can get a wave of stupid ideas like this. I did, for example.
Armless.
I'm not proud of that. But really, the more you play, the more you realize, holy shit, this is boring. I keep spawning the same things to solve these stupid problems. They say the game is only limited to your imagination. Wrong. They're limited to the developer's imagination, which is never a good thing. Oh, that's the most profound thing I've ever said in this bloody show. The entire game has this weird, cutesy, cartoony bollocks that just makes me cringe everywhere. It's all solid colours, terrible animation, just generally very boring. They even have DC characters from multiple dimensions, and some of them still manage to look the exact same. It's like the guys at Fifth Cell thought, oh, hey, this is just a kid's game, why should we bother adding all these tiny details? Well, you should, because comic freaks. Perfect example, me. I will want to play a game like this just because the IP that's tied to it, so we will complain. Music isn't any good either. In Flash's level, I swear, they stole the melody from Lionel Richie's Dancing on the Ceiling, and the rest of the music in the game is just terrible. Absolutely terrible. It's the same meaty electro crap on loop for hours upon hours, and I can't stand it. It might be a kid's game, but that does not mean you should skimp out and be a cheap arsehole, alright? The world is a pretty novel idea. It contains human/chicken hybrids that have magical abilities. This guy has a book that can spawn anything into the world if he writes the object down, and this girl has a globe that can teleport you anywhere. Both of them end up in the DC Comics universe over a spat of sibling rivalry, and now we have to help out the superheroes. That's the problem with stupid kids. They never think before they do stupid shit, do they? Consequences exist, you idiots. It actually makes me question why anybody would give a book with that much power to a little child. Kids can be selfish, malicious, evil little rodents that can abuse that power to a scale unimaginable to science. I mean, think of the random reasons a child would use to potentially destroy the Earth.
I am Lord Cthulhu, the ancient being of Lear, devourer of souls and trampler of civilizations. What reason do you have to summon such power?
I want you to kill my mother.
You what? You call down to the eater of the earths, the murderer of dreams, to take a single mortal being. What atrocious act did such a thing commit to have the wrath of Cthulhu to have rained upon her?
She didn't give me cookies. It's a pretty big chunk of common sense to step over. I wouldn't trust a child with basically an universal version of a death note. No, seriously, I could type in dead as an adjective and they would just drop. Who would give this to a child? So irresponsible. The story is about a brother and sister who get into an argument about who's best in the DC Comics universe. So what do? Teleport into the DC comic world, of course. How logical is that? Due to this kid being an absolute cretin, they create a doppelganger and also break the globe they need to get back. Well done, kids. So the rest of the story is just trying to get the doppelganger while he's used as an excuse to get a villain roll call, while the good kids are used as a hero roll call. You know what's really sad though? Shazam isn't even in the story. Poor Billy, come on man. Show him some love. Tweet him at IamAShazammer616 and tell him bring back #CapMarv2017. Turns out the bad guy pretty much behind everything is Brainiac. Why is he not dead yet? Superman, you lazy fuck! You finish the story, Brainiac pisses off, and then you just stop giving a shit. I'm sure you can tell by now that I don't really like the game so far. Hell, I'll admit, after 2 or 3 hours of playing this game, and it felt like 50. I didn't want to carry on. I almost skipped this game to do the next one on the list. That's how bored I got. I never got angry, I never wanted to kick the screen, I just wanted to go do something else, and that is a really, really bad sign. Hell, worst thing possible, I didn't even get bored with Kingdom, and that game had quite a bit of waiting around. It even lost its main appeal after 30 minutes, and the most annoying part was the dialogue. It was so boring to look at, no voice acting for it at all. Even the origin stories levels didn't even have any voice acting, like, it's just more bad animation, laziness, and even the cutscenes didn't have anything interesting to show. I quickly want to say that I used the term cutscene lightly, very lightly, more like cut content, because they could have put an interactive part or something instead. That wasn't funny. And even more things I want to complain about, the bloody credits used Comic Sans. Comic Sans.
Are you fucking serious?
Overall, the game was hastily made, badly written, and just boring. I had to force myself to play 5 hours of this game, dragged myself through all the levels, managed to finish the story in that time, and realized that the only game shorter than it was Lifeless Planet. I tore my soul out and sold it on the demonic black market to find the will to do this bloody episode. This game gets a 7-year-old out of 7. It's annoying, snotty, and still pisses the bed. Well, that's a 5 hours I'm not getting back.
Hello. You've dialed Hell Helpline at 0800 666 616. For sole contract inquiries, please press 1. We are currently trying to find you a real demon to assist in your inquiry. Please hold. Please stay on the line. Your call is important to us. Hello, Hell Helpline. My name is Amon. How may I help you with your inquiry today?
Yeah, hi, listen, I sold my soul to some girl named Lucy through your firm, so I can finish that stupid DC Kids game. I need, can I get it back? I've got like £20 on me right now, can I just pay with that?
Sorry, sir, but our return policy is very strict. Once you sell your soul, the contract is bound through eternity. The only thing I can suggest is maybe coming down to our offices to speak to one of our lawyers. Plenty of them in hell, after all.
Okay, yeah. Do you guys have like a transport system, or is it still the whole one-way ticket? You know, steal candy from a baby and then hang yourself deal.
Well, you could drive.
What?
Well, our head offices are only in Norfolk.
Oh, really? Oh, okay, I'll book an appointment. Any particular ones that you recommend?
I can pass you on to our legal advisor first. I think he can help you out more here. Please hold the line.
Wait, what? Are you serious?
Please stay on the line. Your call is important to us.
Oh, fuck this. Thank you for watching, everyone. That game was an absolute chore to finish. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing, as it can help me out quite a lot. I have made a Discord server if any of you want to chill and play some games, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode.